Sweet, sweet Oblivion, a game where you can make all your dreams come true. You want to bet on somebody's life for your own financial gain? You can do that. You want to shoot a fireball at a goblin? You can definitely do that. What about maybe even trying to punch a deer? What about punching a deer? Which led me to ask this question. Can you beat Oblivion as Bruce Lee? Time to make this chap look like Bruce Lee, so let's get started. Here he is, our boy Bruce Lee. Now, I know he doesn't look much like Bruce Lee, but if I went any further with this game's character creation, he would look like a Picasso painting, so... Now, I think this game's been out long enough. We all know what happens. They say we're in a cell we're not supposed to be in. If we move, they'll kill us. The Emperor walks up and he says this creepy shit to us.
Let me see your face.
After being completely traumatized, I then tried to be a nice guy and talk to this assassin, but he was a dick to me, so I just let him go on his way to die by the blades. Alrighty, right here's where the challenge begins. This is the only attack I can do for the rest of the game, right here. Now, I know it looks like I hit this rat because my controller tweaked out. I did not do the hurt to that rat, the zombie did. Now, after putting down the zombie, I thought it'd be kind of fun to play dentist and see what kind of condition his teeth was in. If I'm gonna be honest, that boy's gumming the shit out of stuff. Venturing further into the cave, I then try to throat punch this rat, but I completely missed. After hitting him with a successful gag attack, I then tug on his meat till it comes off, then hit his chest for some free loot. Ain't even gonna lie, I seen that thick ass goblin booty jiggle. I was trying to spread them cheeks, but the joke was on me because after stealing his stuff, the game fat shamed me. Trying to lower my carry weight, I then drink 4 L's trying to help my guy forget about them goblin booty cheeks, but knowing he's never gonna forget about them, it's always gonna be in his head. Still trying to clear up space, it's here I realized I've only been playing this game for 5 minutes and I already have bones and skulls in my pockets. It's over here where I thought I seen Gunnar roasting above a fire. Putting down my second goblin of the day, he gave me a little bit of trouble, but nothing more than I was used to. Heading on over this way, I thought there'd be a little chest up here. It wasn't, it was just this goblin's dinner from last week. Heading into this little hole, I know the normal Oblivion player would probably use the logs ahead to get rid of the goblins that way. But this is Bruce Lee we're talking about, boy. He's got motherfucking hands. So running down this little hill, I immediately punch a goblin in its butt. He can't stand the pain, so he goes down immediately. It's this other goblin I hit in the balls so many times that he's got mashed potato nuts. He couldn't stand the pain either. He went down. 6 inches deep into this cave, I finger my third goblin. He did put up a little bit of a fight, but he still goes down nevertheless. After witnessing the power of Bruce Lee's fingers, it was then this goblin over here decided he was trying to get a piece of that. Somebody better call life alert for this goblin though, because I think he's about to fall and can't get up. Making my way over to the next goblin by crab walking, I then realized that this is the one that's got that shock staff. I played this game before, and I know the thing does a lot of damage. So walking up and trying to successfully do a rib punch, but only to embarrass myself by missing, I then follow up with another one and knock that fucking goblin bitch down. After looting her items, the game fat shamed me again. So trying to drop the least expensive stuff so I can still get some potions when I get back to the Imperial City, is when I exited out of my inventory, I heard this goblin listening to NBA Youngboy. He wanted to smoke, so I ran over and gave it to him. After sitting there punching him for a while, he can't take the pain anymore, and he goes down. With him out of the way, it's then time for me to get some more extra hand-to-hand experience. So going down here to these defenseless rats, I then hit this one in the ribs. I hit this one in the ass. I thought that one was still alive, so I hit him another time for good measure. Then I hit this one in his little ugly fucking face. After feeling like that man for killing defenseless creatures, I then found myself right here.
Damn it, it's that prisoner again. Kill him.
This can only lead to your death. No, he is not one of them. He can help us. He must help us. Who now?
Nearly shitting myself, I then choose the Warrior Stone for the added strength and endurance bonuses. Failing to protect the Emperor, his ex-boyfriend touches his butt one last time. He then walks over to interrogate me about what happened. Giving him the best answer I possibly could, I told him the Emperor liked me better than he did, only for the simple reason that I was cuter than him. He then tells me I have to take this Amulet of the Kings halfway across the map to some bald mug named Joffrey. Why do I gotta take it to him? Because Boris is too much of a little fucking bitch to do it, that's why. Boris then asked what we'd like to be in life, so choosing my own class, I then press combat. Choosing strength and speed because Bruce Lee is both strong and fast, it just seemed the most likely thing to do. Picking my 7 skills, I first choose acrobatics, athletics, block, hand-to-hand, and then scrolling all the way to the very bottom, I then press sneak. Not knowing what to press really besides sneak, I had to think about this for a minute. Still trying to decide what to pick because I'm trying to think of the most viable option for this run. I don't know how hard it's going to be later on in the game. I can only assume once I level up, it's going to get pretty tough. So looking through, trying to make the best choice, I then go all the way back up to the top to click on blunt because that's what I wish I had right now. All jokes aside though, I'll go down to the very bottom and I press security because I'm not planning on using any weapons this run. Are you sure you want to be a finger banger? Yes. Yes, I'm sure I want to be a finger banger. After tickling Shrek's brother in his balls, it's then time for me to press finish and exit the sewers. Out in the worlds of Cyrodiil, I didn't make my way across this lake to coochie punch this bitch. In reality though, this has given me an idea how the game's gonna work. Because when it's sneak mode like this, I'm entirely slow when people literally run circles around me while slashing the living shit out of me. Arriving to the Imperial City, it is nighttime now because I've spent the whole day running around trying to sell the loot I've acquired just to get some healing potions. Now, after watching Blueface and Krishan Rock deck each other for approximately 20-25 real life minutes, I get this little message that pops up right about now. After getting my hand-to-hand skill raised by 5 points, I then break into this little chest right here. Not even gonna lie, I totally forgot how this little Oblivion lockpick minigame worked. After sitting back and thinking about all the times I played Oblivion, it starts coming back to me. After getting inside the chest, I grab the Bands of Quang Lao because that fortifies my unarmed skill by an extra 20 points. Now it's time to sign up for the arena. This is gonna be fun.
Many unbearable hours later.
Fighting the Grey Prince for a real life 30 minutes right here. No man could take the amount of fingering he did. He finally goes down.
Wow, you're the Grand Champion.
Arriving at that little bald bitch's place, I then give him the Amulet of the Kings. He then tells me I need to go find Uriel Septim's bastard son all the way in Kvatch. Arriving in Kvatch, I backflip my whole way up this mountain. You didn't know I could backflip now? It's Bruce Lee! You think he wouldn't know how to backflip? So after proving I'm tougher than any Daedra out there, I immediately head into the Oblivion Gate, no questions asked. I thought the game crashed here, but it was just tweaking harder than my ex-girlfriend. Feeling like Obi-Wan because I had the high ground, I led this fool to his death. He didn't last very long. Obi-Wan was a smart man. It's here where I feel like Conor McGregor after shit kicking this Daedra around. Reaching in his pockets and taking the sigil key, I'm out. Attempting to give this dinosaur a colonoscopy, he wasn't down. He went and got his homie. After trying to take down both of them, it's right here when I've realized fighting two enemies one-on-one, yet alone tougher enemies than I am, they knocked me around quite a bit. I'm gonna be honest, I wasn't having very much fun right here, but after fingering them so many times, they both can't stand it anymore. And what does he do? He dies. Making my way up the tower, grabbing the sigil stone. A lot of people don't know this, but this is an accurate representation of what happens when you eat Taco Bell after a long night of drinking. With the Oblivion Gate closed, it's then time for Sean Bean to come back with me to Wayne Priory. He's a little hesitant at first, but he comes through. Arriving back at the Priory, Dr. Phil here tells me about how the Mythic Dawn attacked after I left, and they're jumping Joffrey. So turning around to save him, I don't think Brother Martin likes me. After saving Baldy from a beatdown, he then tells me his fears of the Amulet of the Kings being stolen. After losing the footage of me checking the chest to see if the Amulet of the Kings was in there, you're gonna have to take my word for it, and it wasn't. They then tell us we gotta take Brother Martin to Cloud Ruler Temple where he'd be safe. With the Blade shaking their fist at Martin for him to get off their lawn, it's then time for me to go to the Imperial City and help Boris figure out who the Mythic Dawn are. Back inside a bar at the Imperial City, I'm sorry, that guy's face behind him gets me every time. Back inside the bar at the Imperial City, Boris then has a funny feeling that he's being followed by somebody. I don't know why he would think that. He must be smoking that ice again. I think he's just paranoid. After checking out the man's ass that's been following Boris, I realize I'm trying to get in that. Following behind him in the basement, I get in them cheeks, boy. With him dead, Boris then tells me we gotta go crash a meeting in the sewers. Alright, let's just make our way in here. Can you believe that little bitch shut this gate in my face? Oh, bro, I hope Boris dies later on this. I'm praying Boris fucking dies. Crashing the Mythic Dawn party, Boris went in first. It wasn't a good idea for him. He ended up dying. My dreams came true. I ain't gonna lie though, this guy was fast as hell running around me. But after one last gut punch, he's dead. The Mythic Dawn gave me their addy and told me to slide. I was a little bitch if I didn't. So after pulling up to their hideout looking like Vladimir Putin on a horse, I make my way inside. After being stealthy as human possible, fuck. Well, with my cover blown, it's then time for me to grab the Mysterium Xarxes, fight a couple more Mythic Dawn, and get the hell out of this cave. Watching these grown men run away and be terrified of my fingers, it's then where I thought I'd be a badass and chase them down. Boy, this guy hit me with the cleanest right hook I've ever seen. Damn! Meeting back up with Joe Biden, he tells me his fears of spies being in Bruma. He wants me to go check it out. Once inside Bruma, it was as simple as asking where Gerald lives, then pointing direction to her house. I go in her house, and I cooter punch that bitch until she dies. Now this is where things started to feel like a Nurbit challenge. You see, Brother Martin would like me to get the Star of Azora. Well, in order to do that, I have to summon Azora. Well, in order to do that, I have to have glow dust. Well, Will-o'-the-Wisps drop glow dust. Bruce Lee's hands are physically incapable of doing any damage to the glow dust. To the Will-o'-the-Wisp. So I'd have this thing chase me all the way from the top of the map to the closest city, which is Showdown, in hopes there be guards outside to attack the damn thing. Now, after getting the glow dust, I bring it back to Azora, and she tells me her followers in a cave are vampires. She's not fucking with that, so she wants me to kill them. So that's what I did. With Azora pleased, she hands me the star and I bring it back to Brother Martin. Back with this idiot, he had the idea of the century and instead let an Oblivion gate open up outside Bruma. How bad can it go? After drinking hella skooma, I am now running faster than my ex-girlfriend when the Xanax plug hit her up. I moved straight into that Oblivion gate. Inside the Oblivion gate, I'm going to skip over quite a bit here. I just got to show Bird how to close it, and there's only so many ways I can say I fingered something. So, after me and Bird fight our way up the whole tower, I grabbed my second sigil stone, Bird passed out, and we found ourselves back in Bruma. It's here I realized I've drank so much skooma I've made myself actually stupid, so I had to make me some shoes of smart to raise my intelligence. Back at Cloud Ruler Temple, Joffrey tells me we need the blood of a god. We don't really know how else to get that, but Brother Martin has an idea that if we get the old armor of Tiber Septim from Sanctuary, that should be more than enough to work for us. At Sanctuary, I then fight a couple bandits lingering outside the ruins. After Superman punching this one, I make my way inside. Once inside Sanctuary, this spooky boy here tells me there is a great evil upon this place, and I have to kill the rest of the undead blades in order for me to move forward. After backflipping away from the skeleton to show I'm tougher than he is, and cooler, I then heam him in the balls. After getting the armor of Tiber Septim, it's now time for me to take it back to Brother Martin. I lost the footage of this, so please enjoy this picture of Brother Martin's face. He told me to go to this place called Mascaran? It's on the screen now. Feeling like I'm back in the tutorial zone punching goblins. This is actually how long it took me to kill most creatures. I was cutting it down to like a clip or two before they died, you know what I'm saying? But he also didn't know my hands is rated E. E for everyone. I'm sorry, that was a really stupid joke. I'm really sorry. Moving forward like things are all fine and dandy, making my way through this little door right here, go down these stairs only to see thick-ass goblin cheeks. You know what I gotta do? I can't help myself. Remember earlier how I said I feel like Conor McGregor? Well, now I feel like him in a different way. Your wife is in me DM! After getting the crap beat out of me, I press every single button until I get up. Turning around, I hit this lich in his crotch twice, and he dies. Out of that shit show, it's then time for the Great Oblivion Gate to be open. So after asking the Countess of Bruma if she would allow me to do it, she basically tells me I'm the only one trying to stop this. So she's more than welcome to let me open a great gate of doom into her city. With the first gate open, the Dremora pour out. Bert was looking at my handsome ass, so he got caught lacking and got hit. However, I went over to this Dremora, hit him in the ribs a few times, only for him to disappear right here. I still don't know where the fuck he went to. I moved on towards Scamps. After fighting many a Daedra, the Great Gate finally opens. Wanting this challenge to be over, the Great Gate opens, and I beeline straight for it. I ain't gonna lie, they started doing quite a bit of damage right here, but I jumped in, and I made it. Inside the Great Oblivion Gate, the game gave me about 12 minutes, I would say, to close it. If I'm being honest, I had no idea where the fuck to go. I have not played a playthrough this game since I've been like 13 years old, you know what I'm saying? I'm 23, dog, so it's been like 10 years since I even completed this game. Now, it's here where I jump over this little rock to, like, bridge thing to get away from some enemies, because I can't heal myself. One, because I've drank so much skooma in this playthrough, I've lowered my intelligence to absolutely 0, so I can't even use my magic to heal myself, so it's like I gotta eat a bunch of stuff to get away from them. Here, drinking more skooma, as you can see at the top, my agility is being drained, my intelligence is being drained. So my guy is actually very physically stupid after drinking so much fucking skooma. After pulling some lever, I don't really know what it did, but it did something, it said. I then go up inside this door. Being very careful from here on out because, like I said, I've literally made my guy so fucking stupid I can't even heal myself anymore, and I just want this challenge to be done with. Now, it was here, if his homie doesn't end up killing him, I probably wouldn't be able to get through this little battle, if I'm being honest, because look how low my health is. His homie shoots him in the back, I take the key, and I'm gone, bro. Drinking more skooma, because I can't hurt my shit any more worse than it already is, I make my way over to this little blood sack thing right here to see if there's any good loot in it. There definitely wasn't. So I'll make my way straight up to the top, grab the sigil stone, and make my way fucking out of this place. With the great sigil stone in my hand, I do backflips and rolls forward for celebratory reasons, because this challenge is almost over, and I won't have to do this ever again. After closing my second Great Oblivion gate of the playthrough, Brother Martin tells me he has everything he needs in order to open the portal to Mankar Camoran's paradise. I am to meet him back at Cloud Ruler Temple to get this shit started. Back at Cloud Ruler Temple, Brother Martin has the portal ready to go. He does some weird shit, the magic makes love with each other. Next thing you know, bam, portal to paradise. It's going into the portal right here when I realized I didn't go get any healing potions, and I still can't heal myself because my guy's fucking stupid. So, this might be a tough one to get through, but let's see. After equipping the bands of the Chosen, I make my way inside the grotto, only to sack tap this Mythic Dawn assassin. And now it's just time to get rid of this scamp because he said something to me that hurt my feelings, and I couldn't just stand for that. Oh my god, this guy, he wants to help me because he feels bad because he opened up the Great Oblivion gate into Kvatch, you know, the first gate we closed. He's basically the one that started the end of the world. Now he feels bad about it, and he wants to change his ways. After talking with him, he told me not to blow our cover, but, well, we know how that goes. I definitely blew that shit. So using the terrain here to try to fight these guys, because I can't fight them all one-on-one because they're going to dog me, bro. Jumping back and forth because I know one of these idiots are going to fall in. I'm almost sure of it. What do you know? First idiot falls in, second idiot falls in. Time to get rid of the dinosaur, getting rid of the dinosaur, and that idiot falls in. God, this made this battle so much easier. I'm going to be honest, because I did not have enough supplies for this. Now, this guy right here is offering to come help me with Mankar Camoran. So glad I told him yes, because if I told him no, I'm going to be honest, I wouldn't have gotten through this. I'm picking all these flowers because they raise my health. I'm figuring if worse comes to worst, I can just eat a bunch of flowers inside. Toughest battle I faced yet. He would not stop healing. It's like I got stuck in a loop, but he pulled out his staff instead of the healing spell, and he paid the price for it. Caught these motherfucking hands, boy. With Mankar Camoran dead, all that's left to do is take the Amulet of the Kings and to get Brother Martin to the Imperial City so he can be crowned Emperor. Back at the Imperial City with Brother Martin, I approached Chancellor Ricardo to tell him I have a new royal boyfriend for him. He got very excited. He runs over, and he bows down to Martin to show that he is a simp for him. Before they can finish their vows, this fella runs up and says the city's being attacked. Outside the Imperial City, it's just full-on havoc reaching at this point. This Dremora, he's taken on every single one of these. He's done killed like 8 NPCs by himself. So I couldn't just stand for that. I ain't no little bitch, so I gotta take him out, you know what I'm saying? Whoa! 4-armed Daedra guy on the way to take over the world. Oh, scary. I ain't gonna lie, this had like little 6-year-old Feltmeister shaking in his boots looking at this motherfucker. I ain't gonna lie, I was like, what? So cool, dude. Arriving safely at the Temple of the One, I go to approach Brother Martin, but he fucking spooked me, dude. He starts running at me. I hate when Oblivion NPCs run at you and shit like this, bro. It's fucking terrifying. I don't know why. It just is. Sean Bean tells me how much of a good friend I've been to him in these past couple days. He then has a hold my beer moment and runs off to do this. Brother Martin runs to the pedestal. Dagon rips the roof off. Brother Martin takes the Amulet of the Kings. He slams on the ground. At least I think he slams on the ground. I really don't know what he does with it. But he does this right here. You know what this reminds me of? I'm a goofy goober, right? I sincerely apologize for that back there. This challenge actually made me feel like I completely lost my mind. It took me about 32 in-game hours to actually complete like this. The main story is usually about 28, I'd say. But it's here where fucking Dagon hits Martin with his axe. Martin's like, ah, fuck, you fucker. So he comes back with some flames. Next thing you know, after the flames, it don't really do nothing. So he bites him on the neck. Dagon's like, oh, shit, bro, let me go. So he's swinging and shit. It's not doing nothing. He's dazed at this point, bro. Brother Martin's fucking him up, you know what I'm saying? Light's coming out of Dagon now. It's not looking good for him. I think bro's finna die. Where'd he go? Oh, shit. Brother Martin's turning to stone. I don't know what else to say at this point. It's getting real. It's getting exciting. Whoa, he's growing. He's fucking on fire. What's happening? Oh, shit. After that battle, Brother Martin and I are both rock hard. Him a little bit more than me. Walking over to the Chancellor Avocado. Yes, I said avocado. He tells me to wait a couple weeks, go pick up the Imperial Dragon armor, And this proves, yes, you can beat Oblivion as Bruce Lee.